What's up, North County? I'm your host, Randy Doty, and today we are talking with Barby Wunsch about Pinot and Paella coming up here June 1st, Sunday, right?
Sunday, June 1st.
Oh my
gosh. Right.
And so Barby, you are with the Paso Robles Youth Arts Center.
Yes.
Right? So
Yes.
last time that you were on, you just became, I think you just started there.
I just
right?
started, yes, as the Director of Fund Development in July of 2023. And then...
Gosh, it's been almost 2 years.
I know.
Golly, it seems like it's just like a year ago at max.
Yeah, well, and then in January of 2024, I was promoted to the Executive Director. So I've been the Executive Director for almost a year and a half
Oh,
now.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh, that's
Thank
very,
you. Yeah,
that's
it's been
very
a ride.
awesome.
Yeah.
So tell us, what is it? What's it all about?
Paso Robles Youth Arts, we are a accessible after-school art program for youth, and we serve kids from 5 to 18 years of age. We have it all in the arts: music, dance, theater. We are getting ready to relaunch our culinary. Of course, we have the visual arts and media arts, so we pretty much cover the gamut of arts.
And how was it and why was it started?
So it was started in 1998, I guess, 26 years ago, by a philanthropist named Donna Berg, who wanted to provide opportunity to the children who didn't have the opportunities. And she knew how valuable the arts are for the development of the whole child and helping kids build confidence and make friends. And she just wanted them to have a safe place to go after school while their parents were still working. So she found a location in North Paso. She started with a 20 pair of ballet slippers and found a teacher and started teaching classes. And so our facility is strategically located in North Paso, 32nd Street in Spring.
Does that have anything to do with like the area, like the lower income?
That's exactly what it has to do with. Yeah, we're about 1 block from the Oak Park Affordable Housing Development, where 500 families are living, and we want to help kids have access to the arts, and arts education can be really expensive, and so we make it really low cost for the families.
And you guys do multiple recitals, events, all throughout the year.
We have, and we will. We scaled back a little bit on the productions. They're very expensive to put on. And so we really worked last year to strengthen our organization. And this year we're working to build it back up. So we're really excited about what we've been doing. Jamie Dietz is our program director, and she's been doing an amazing job of building our programming, getting more instructors. We pay all our instructors. They're all professional artists in their own right, and we provide a really high quality arts education to our students.
Because you guys got, like you said, you got culinary coming in, you got media. I think they're doing like even computer arts, right? Like digitally,
yes,
like making stuff, teaching the kids how to do stuff like that.
Yes.
And then just standard old pen arts.
Painting, sculpting, drawing, yeah, all of it. So we try and bring, we really listen to our families, what the kids are interested in. We look at what's happening in the world, and we try and bring really relevant programming to the kids that's going to excite them. We want them to want to be there. We have, for our music, music is so broad. We have guitar, we have violin, we have piano, we have drums, ukulele, I might even be missing. So we have band class, we have vocals class.
Really?
So we really run the gamut of classes for these kids.
What's your favorite?
My favorite
Probably
class?
Music?
There's a class right now that there's always a favorite. We have one that's like a mixed digital media where the kids make drawings and then they scan them into the computer, and then they use the computer to digitally modify the drawings that they made, and the kids are doing some fantastic things with that, and they love it. They're learning Adobe Illustrator in that process. I mean, even at like 5-6 years old, they're learning Adobe Illustrator. It's crazy.
So advanced.
I don't even know Adobe
I know,
Illustrator.
right? I'm thinking to myself going, I want to take, how do I get involved? I want to be a part of this. It's like technology is like so far advanced from even, our reach.
Yeah.
That these kids, like you're saying, 5 years old, are going through Adobe Illustrator.
Right.
Like what?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't even know how to use, the fake stuff. It just amazes me.
Yeah, seriously. It's really incredible what these kids can learn and what they can do. We're starting a student newspaper class in this next session. We just opened registration actually on Saturday, so you could absolutely enroll.
Me? I
through
can?
our website. Not you, but you.
I identify as I'm
listeners.
12.
Enroll your kids. PRYouthArts.org is our website. So.
How many students can you guys accept?
Well, we have we can accept as many students as fill the spots in the classes. So it's not like you enroll once and then you're just it's not like school. It's on a session by session basis. So we run all our classes on 8-week sessions.
Okay.
So it's $15 that covers the entire 8-week session. And
$15,
yeah.
Barbie?
Yeah. Crazy, right?
For 8 weeks.
For 8 weeks of classes, yeah. Yeah, it's like $1. We figured out $1.87 per class. Yeah. And they meet once a week. And most classes are an hour long, and then some classes are up to 2 hours long. So it just depends on what they're doing, what level they're doing.
And obviously you have to have room in order for them to be I'm sure you have classes that fill up faster than others.
Absolutely. There's some classes that are probably already fully enrolled, and we just opened on Saturday. We put all of that out to our parents. Returning families do have that advantage that they know that 10 a.m. the Saturday of enrollment day is the day that needs to
online or in
in
person.
We do both, actually. We do in person, and we have Spanish speakers for the in-person so that we don't have that barrier with the families. The kids speak English, but some of the parents don't, and so we want to make sure the parents feel comfortable and can ask questions. And so, and we do have, we just hired actually a full-time office administrator, Maria Gutierrez, who is a Spanish speaker. So it's really helpful with the communication. We just really want everything accessible, right? So for anyone.
What are there what would be like requirements for, is it it's specifically geared towards lower income bracket families?
We
right?
want to make it accessible to lower income family brackets. We do not exclusively serve lower income family brackets. We actually have, we have a lot of low income students, and we're constantly, working to make sure that it's accessible for them, that they know about it, that they can, enroll. If they don't have a computer, they can come in and do the registration from our facility. So we want to really help them with the access. But we also have kids that go to homeschool, kids that go to Templeton, kids that go to Paso, kids that go to Tascadero. We serve kids from all over North County. So San Miguel.
How many kids do you think that you guys have, say in a session, not as a session in a month?
Yeah, we serve anywhere from 250 students a session to, upwards of, 300 or 400 a session. So
wow.
I think every session's a little bit different because, guitar class, we have to limit to 8 kids. This mixed media class, 12 kids. So some of the classes are mainly pretty small. We have a ballet class there that can go up to 25 kids. And are they ever adorable to watch? Oh my goodness. Our ballet instructor, Amanda, she's been teaching since the beginning, since we started 26 years ago. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, and we have some instructors that have been with us for a very long time that have a following, that the kids go with, up and up and up, and they always want to take from that instructor. And so we do have classes we just have some phenomenal instructors. I don't know how else to put it.
I know you're super busy with all the stuff that you're doing, and I mean, you got Pinot and Paella coming up, which we'll get into. But do you ever get the opportunity just to sit back and watch and like absorb, take in the classes?
Occasionally I do, and I think it's really important to connect me with what's happening in our facility so that I can really see, from my vantage point, are we doing the things that I'm out in the community talking about? I really want to make sure that I'm authentic in my messaging to supporters and the community and donors, and so I think it's incredibly important. It's such a beautiful thing, and it's so neat to see those aha moments, those kids that, get up and speak at an event and talking about all of the, I couldn't have done this 10 years ago. I would never have had the confidence to be up here. I'm an introvert, and now I'm up here talking to all of you, So I think that it's just doing amazing things for these kids, this program, and, we're like a family, and it's a really, really special thing. And so, but we're always taking new kids, kids get into high school, we're helping them learn where they can go when they're really have a niche, that they want to pursue.
Because you said, what'd you say, 5 to 18?
5 to 18.
5 to 18.
Yeah, and we do all different levels. So we have like beginner level and intermediate level. So kids have a way to grow in our programming.
Now, do you guys tap in or have any type of relationships with like some of the fine arts, like colleges and stuff like that for kids to pursue after high school?
We're looking into kind of developing some of those pathways right now, and really helping to find out. We're mainly looking for right now, before that, we're looking for ways to extend them to the next level. So we're not trying to have advanced level classes. It's very specialized. It requires a ton of practice. It's just not the way that we're set up. So we want to introduce them to something or many things. A lot of our kids take a lot of classes, so they can learn a lot of different things. And then we want to show them once they, we help develop them and get them going with it, and then once they're have been at like an intermediate level for a while, then we want to have some resources available, like this is where you could go next, and really look into scholarship programs and ways that they can keep going with whatever it is that they're interested in pursuing.
Because I know we talked about kind of like too much on the plate, for the Pinot and Paella. It's like, okay, cut one piece of the pie out, instead of like eating the whole thing right at the beginning. And I'm sure that could be the same with like the kids and their development and their, because you look at kids, the kids, their future is so bright. It's like the sky's the limit.
Yep.
And really you can take a child and they may not have, the greatest home life, or the instructions or something like that, but then they come to a facility, a place like yours, they have the teachers, they have the I would say the discipline, and the guidance, to change their life.
Yep.
And really set them on a different path of something that they may have not had.
And that is absolutely what we're trying to do. We want to change lives. We want to keep the magic in their childhood, and our teachers act as mentors to the students. We have expectations of our kids, and we have a 10,000 square foot facility up there that we're serving these kids out of. So it takes a lot of space to operate all these different art programs, but
that's crazy.
So, and it's all community supported. So we live in an incredible community. We have some great organizations here that are helping to support all of these different efforts that we're putting forth, especially for, low income and youth and, people who really have the least access to services.
So you said it started in '98. So you guys are coming up on almost 30 years of being in the community.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever get like previous like students that that started 10, 15, 20, 30 years ago, in the the arts classes back then and come back and either teach or like mentor or any of that kind of stuff?
Yeah, we do. We get, we get parents who bring their kids because they went through the program when they were kids. We get kids who participate. We have a number of our instructors participated when they were kids. They love to come back and give back and, provide for the next generation. So yeah, we do have a lot of that. We just really encourage that. So yeah, it's when someone applies to be an instructor that's been in our program, I mean, that's
you love it because they know what it's all about.
That's amazing. Yeah, that really makes us feel, amazing about all of that. So yeah, that's a really good thing.
Awesome. So Barbie, you said that you got some awesome, you want to tell our viewers like something that's starting today. You got, that's breaking ground.
Oh my goodness. So last year we got a Justin Community Grant from Justin Winery and Vineyards, and the grant was for $50,000 to build a culinary teaching kitchen in our facility, exclusively for teaching culinary arts to our kids. And we are actually breaking ground as we speak.
Really?
In fact, yeah, one of the contractors said, "Oh yeah, can you let me in at 8:00 on Monday morning?" And I said, "Well, no, I'm going to be on What's Up North County."
I'm busy. I'm sorry.
So you have to call our construction manager. So, I mean, talk about a community effort, though. I mean, Justin's provided a bulk of the funding for that project, so we're super grateful and super excited about that. But we also have community members donating their time, donating their talents, and donating their treasure to this project. And so this is the first phase of a broader expansion that we're doing. We have an active capital campaign going to raise money. We own the vacant lot right next to our facility. So we're going to be adding...
Oh, is that where it's being built?
So the kitchen already exists, and the kitchen was a multi-purpose room for us. It was a kitchen, but it was also serving our art classes. So what we really envisioned was a space that's just dedicated to culinary arts. So there's not paint going down the sink and
Right.
stuff like that. So we added a sink to one of our classrooms, and we created a new art classroom. And then now the kitchen is down to basically the studs right now. So it's pretty, it's been quite an effort just to get there. I mean, we had that room had wall-to-wall cabinets. we had a team of about 15 volunteers come in about 6 weeks ago and help us sort through 26 years of art supplies that were being stored in there. And we had Ritter Construction came and donated the removal and moving of the cabinets. Brad at 4G's Plumbing came and installed the sink and donated all of that service to us. So we have had some tremendous community donations that we couldn't be more grateful. So we're trying to really work with strong community partners, doing as much as possible local. And so this is the first phase of our construction, which moves into our next phase, which is going to be improving the sight lines in the lobby. So we're creating a new reception area. We're creating a double door security entrance for the kids. So we'll have like a badge system similar to what the Boys and Girls Club does. We're working with just experts in the area of safety right now. Sue Runkle is a retired insurance agent and or professional. I'm not sure what exactly she did, but she is like incredible with the safety. Her husband, Gene Runkle, who really led the project for the Boys and Girls Club, Tom Moss Clubhouse. He's our project manager for this project. He's doing the most outstanding work and finding people who will donate their services or heavily discount their services to make it possible. So the community is bringing this within reach, and So we're just going to be ramping up our efforts to raise more money to build. So with the security entrance, we're redoing the bathrooms to be single stall, because right now they're kind of like the room bathrooms with stalls inside the room, but it's really hard to monitor what's happening. So the single stall bathrooms are a way better strategy for keeping the kids safe and keeping an eye on what's going on, with a community sink outside of the bathroom area. So, just lots, and Must Charities has donated $340,000 over the next 4 years to help us improve safety, build staff capacity. We run on a really lean staff, so the addition of an office administrator is being funded by Must Charities, and so we're just really trying to strengthen what we're doing, and this expansion is a really natural progression to allow us to serve more kids in the community, because the need just seems to grow and grow every year. But we are putting a 5,500 square foot building on the lot. So that will be, I think, in phase 3 of our construction projects,
Wow.
which we're hoping to launch the construction sometime next year. So fingers crossed we can get all that money raised. We are adding, what we're doing is we're building a new building to house music classrooms, dance classrooms. We're leaving the auditorium, but we're making some major renovations to our theater, so that it holds more people and is a little more dialed in and a little better configuration. And then we're moving all of our offices to the back wing of the building, so that we can kind of keep most of the adults in the back, and then keep all the kids and the programming all in one area. So yeah,
Wow.
it's just a really exciting plan, and
That's awesome.
And then we're going to be adding in phase 4 a pottery studio and a kiln.
Oh, so
and
cool.
Doing pottery classes, because that's something that's emerged as a need that the kids really, or at least a desire, maybe not, I don't know if need is a strong word, but a desire
cool.
to learn pottery, and I get it. It's so much fun. So
Oh, yeah.
I'm super excited about our plans over the next 3 or so years. So
Well, your next plan is Pinot and Paella.
That's right.
So this is the 20th annual. So this is the first year that you guys are taking 100% possession of the festival.
That's
is that correct?
Yes. So the event was started by Mark Wahlberg and Maggie D'Ambrosia of Windward Vineyards 20 years ago. They started the Paso Pinot Producers, which was a group formed to shine a spotlight on the amazing Pinots that our area produces. And so they created this event to really shine a spotlight on the Pinot, and brought in the paella because it pairs really nicely with the Pinot. So they every year they've been involved with Paso Robles Youth Arts. Mark has been on our board for many years, and so they have donated the proceeds of the event every year to Paso Robles Youth Arts, but they did all the planning on their side. So last year, when Windward was selling, Mark and Maggie were selling the winery, they came and said, hey, can you be involved this year, help with the planning, and then we're going to pass this event on to you next year to coordinate it. So,
Wow.
So I was on the planning committee last year, and I learned everything I possibly could, and Lou Greenberg was coordinating it for Windward, and so she did an amazing job with this event, and she had it so dialed in. So she really helped me learn how to do the event. And then Kelsey Cronfrey from Jack Creek Cellars, formerly Lemstra, she got married, so we're excited for her. And so she's been helping me this year with the planning a little bit on the winery side. And then Jeffrey Weisinger has been helping on the restaurant side. He has Jeffrey's Wine Country Barbecue.
So the way that I understand it is, years ago when they started this event, they started doing it at their own winery, and then they started inviting others to participate, and it got so big so fast that they had to move it into a bigger venue in order to
Yes.
accept all the chefs and the wine, the people that wanted to be a part of it and wanted to do the pairing.
And what an amazing venue they chose, right? I mean, I'm a Templeton girl.
Right?
I love that it's at the Templeton Park, and we're really excited to bring it there this year as well. It creates this really nice shade spot from all of the beautiful oak trees and all the different trees that are in the park, and so there's lots of shade, and then there's actually I looked at the weather, the long-term forecast. It's saying 83 degrees, which is perfect weather. So we're hoping that holds.
Yeah. And I kind of, so I didn't know what paella was. I'll be honest with you. I didn't know how to pronounce it. When I first saw it, I was like, hey, when we do it in the show and talking about it, Eric's like, no, that's not how you pronounce that, So I find it hard, like a lot of the or the words, the pronouncing of some of the words in the wine and in the culinary business does not, you can't just read it for what it is. You have to take a little twist to it.
That's true.
But the paella is an interesting history of why and how.
Yes, absolutely.
Of why it came about and the draw to it.
And so, as I mentioned to you, I'm not a culinary expert. I am not a wine expert. I am more of an expert in education and leading organizations.
Well, and you're doing so well. You're doing so well. Thank you for that.
But thank you. But paella is a traditionally Spanish dish made with rice and often having seafood and maybe some kind of meat.
You could do venison, you could do lamb,
Absolutely. You could do vegetarian
anything.
And vegan as well, which we do have a vegetarian/vegan, so I'm guessing it's vegan paella being served this year by Paella Experience, Clyde at Paella Experience, who comes down from Half Moon Bay, actually. So that's the one paella that's not from the Paso area is the Paella Experience, but Jeffrey from Jeffrey's Wine Country Barbecue, he makes his own version of paella, the Paso Paella, and he serves it at his restaurant. And he kind of started that, from my understanding, by through Pinot Paella Festival.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Making a dish for it?
Yeah. And it's been a really popular dish at his restaurant. And it's not an authentic Spanish paella, but it is a delicious paella. And it's just his version of it. So,
yeah,
and
I think it's
been
supposed to be
participating for years and years and years in this event.
Now, he won last year People's Choice, right?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
Yeah. He's and he makes a lot of paella for the event. So, but then we have Trish Jacobs, who has Paso Catering. She's also participated many years in this event. We have some new folks and everyone does their own spin on it. Sina from Shekamu Grill, he does a Mediterranean paella. And then we have 24 wineries who are participating, which is amazing. So, you just get unlimited tastes of all the different Pinots that the area produces and how they pair with these different paellas. We get into a lot of P words.
Right, I know. You go Paso, Pinot, Paella. Yeah, it's
exactly.
Definitely a tongue twister.
It is. We had a lot of fun with alliteration.
Well, some of the wineries that you have coming, do you know if they've been involved with the Pinot Paella for
Yes. Oh, yeah. There's a number of them, and I don't have all of the history on it because, like I said, I came into this event last year. I came into Paso Robles Youth Arts, not 2 years ago. So I don't have all the history, but yeah, there's some wineries that have been participating for many, many years, and they are really excited about the event as well. So, and they do a great job. Yeah,
because you have wineries like, Absolution, you got Adelaida, you've got Ancient Peaks, you've got Assumption Ridge, you've got Bianchi's Winery, you've got Fields Recording, you've got Sculptera, Jack Creek Cellars, Hunt Cellars. Hunt Cellars has been around has probably been there from the get-go because they've been around here for a really long time. Hero Wines, that must be new because I don't
Hero
recognize
is another label of Sculptera.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you have Hope Family Wines.
Yep.
So Seven Angels Cellars, Ventu's been around for forever as well. and of course Windward Vineyards at Assumption Ridge.
That's right now. Yes, now
so
they're at Assumption
they've
Ridge.
moved,
Yes.
sold and moved on.
Yes.
But yet, will they still be attending?
Yes,
They will?
Yes. So
That'll be awesome.
I reached out to Maggie and offered her tickets to attend. I mean, this is the event that has
They're like
really,
the godfather and the godmother
I mean,
of the event.
and of the wine industry as well. You know, they're so highly respected in the wine industry. They have just everyone says the most amazing things about them. They have been so generous to this community and so inspirational to the wine industry. So
Well, it's so I love talking to like the old school, the old guard, so to speak, of the wine industry, you know, because, you know, back when I was growing up, you know, wine was there. You had Meridian, you had some of these, you know, Rada, but only a select few, you know, it wasn't like it is nowadays.
Yeah.
But you get to talk to some of those old school, the ones that started it way back in.
Yeah.
And that vision back then wasn't what it is now. Now it's almost like a Paso is a destination for your, you know, growing wine and becoming, you know, winemakers and this and that.
Right.
But back then it was more of just another farming avenue,
Yeah.
you know, another farming path that just, you know, people liked wine. They liked, you know, having their drinks. And, you know, some of these old vines that are still producing to today,
Yeah.
you know, just makes it what it is.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think of Eberly and J-Lore and, you know, just some of these that have been around for so long. It's just amazing. So, but yeah, I mean, the wine industry is transformed and the wine industry has transformed our area. I mean, it's not what it was. We were all farmers. We all had huge pieces of property and small houses on that property growing up. You know, that's what this area was. And, you know, the wine industry has really infused just tremendous change to this area and the way that it's developed and the people that it's attracting. And so, yeah, and it's been really, like, just a person who's lived in Templeton since 5 years old. It's amazing to see the change in the area and the growth, and yet it's
kind of
quaint
fast-paced
and small,
right,
and awesome. I think we live in the most beautiful area in the whole world, from what I can tell. We have great weather, we have the ocean, we have the mountains. I mean, we have everything within easy access. Oh, we got food.
I mean,
for days.
like crazy.
Good food, great wine, great people. So yeah, I love this community so much.
And you got, you know, like I'm looking at some of the chefs here. You got, you know, the Paella Experience, which you're saying is from up in the Bay Area.
Yep.
You've got, of course, you got Jeffrey's Wine Country Barbecue. You got I Love to Cater, Chef Andre.
Yes.
You got Junction Food and Friends, Chef Nick and Ingrid. You got Barton's Kitchen, which
we're super excited to have.
That's a new one, right?
Kitchen. Yeah, Chef Daniel. Yeah.
Shamuku Grill. Shakamoo. Okay.
Yeah, he just opened his first brick and mortar restaurant in San Luis Obispo. He had a food truck before. So.
Okay.
Sina, he's like the coolest guy in the world. I love talking to him. He's so nice, and he's doing amazing things. In fact, his wife is expecting a baby the weekend of Pinot and Paella, and he still is doing that.
Better hold off. Get through the weekend.
I know.
Get through the weekend.
Crossed. But yeah, no, I'm so impressed with all of the chefs that are participating, and it's gonna be great. Yeah, we're really excited.
We're excited to be there broadcasting
I can't
and
believe it.
bringing in some of these chefs. You know, like some of the more the Paso Catering and Cello. Cello.
Yeah, Allegretto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, we're excited to bring them in and talk to the chefs and also the winemakers. And I'm really looking forward to talking to the husband and wife team that started this.
Yeah, the
20 years ago.
Originators of the
Yeah,
event.
the godfather and
my
godmothers.
goodness, they're amazing.
The godparents.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that as well.
You know, because that's really interesting to hear their vision of why and how it started, you know, and just to kind of hear, you know, because now you're at, so you got happening June 8th. We're talking about Pinot and Paella.
June 1st.
I'm sorry, June 8th. June 1st. June 1st, the first Sunday in June, the first,
Correct.
physically the day,
Yes.
first day in June.
Yes.
It's the 20th annual Pinot and Paella. You got, tickets are
$115.
$115.
Yes.
You are limited, right? You will cap
We
out.
will sell out, yes.
Okay. So people got to get their tickets right now because most likely there won't be
Yes.
anything available a day of just to say, oh, I want to go and show up.
Not likely, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And people can go to the website and buy tickets. Is it on 805 Ticks or?
It is through 805 Ticks.
Okay.
We have a website for the event, pinotandpaella.com.
Okay.
And yeah, there's a link to purchase tickets through the website. So Pinot, Pinot, and A-N-D, Paella, Paella.com.
And proceeds from this event goes back to the Paso Robles Youth Art Center.
Correct.
So,
Yes.
which
Support youth art programming.
amazing.
Yes.
What you guys do over there. I'm sure you're probably in awe every day and inspired every day by these kids that are
Incredible.
just so talented.
I feel so lucky to be a part of all of this, and yeah, it's incredible. And we have an incredible board as well that's guiding our efforts. So our board of directors is led by Pat Bland, and she's just a super volunteer throughout many different efforts in the community of Paso Robles. She's a superstar, and so she does a great job. And you know, we just added some new board members, some artists, some you know, just people from different industries that can really help us get to where we want to go. So.
And you got the culinary kitchen breaking ground today.
Yeah, and hot off the presses, we got a Justin grant awarded, another grant for this year to fully support our culinary arts program as we relaunch it to the community. So we are over the moon. Yeah.
Could you guys, maybe next year you guys could have your own paella option that was made by the kids?
We might be able to. We have
That would be
definitely,
cool.
we tried to do that last year, and the year before last, and it didn't work out. But yeah, that's definitely on our radar to do that. So, you know, we would love to create our own youth arts version of paella. So
Barbie, do you see the finish line to getting past to the Pinot and Paella, to kind of take that step and breath and a little bit of just pressure off putting this on?
I mean, of course, it's a lot to plan an event of this size and this magnitude, but and it's such important funding for us. It's a really big chunk of what we have to raise. So, to sustain our operations. So it's just a great way to support our organization as well. So, but yeah, I mean, of course, we were just talking about that, like June 2nd, I'd be breathing better.
Right? You're going to be like,
always a little nerve-wracking.
But then you start
leading
planning
up
for
to an
next year.
event. But yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Kind of debrief and figure out what went great, what didn't go so great,
Yep.
what changes, what could you add?
Always.
Because an experience like that with such a niche, product offering, Pinot, okay, not everybody has a Pinot, it's not, and then a paella. Not anybody, not all chefs can cook a paella. Maybe they can, maybe they can't.
Yeah.
But really to bring that experience and bring that event, to live. Now, will you have music at the event as well?
Yes, thank you for bringing that up. The Chima brothers are playing. They do this like samba, gypsy jazz kind of music, and they are groovy. They are so awesome. Yeah, they do a great job, and they've played many times at the festival before, and they're always
Fun
great,
and entertaining.
Great energy for the event. And then we have Gina Fitzpatrick, CEO of the Paso Robles Templeton Chamber of Commerce, who's going to be emceeing again. And she did it last year. She did an amazing job. She's a great MC. So yeah, we're really, really excited to have her as well. And then we have judges who come in and judge the paella, which is just a friendly competition among the chefs. And then we have our People's Choice voting, which will be done online again this year. It's way easier for us to not have to tabulate on paper. You can just do it on your phone. We'll have QR codes at the event, and you can vote for your favorite paella.
Can you just vote once, or can you vote as many times as you want?
No, you're supposed to, I think you just vote once, if I recall correctly. Yeah, because we're trying
One
to
vote
narrow
per
it down
number.
to the People's Choice.
Who gets to calculate all that? Hopefully it's automatic.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We do it all on the phones now, and
Perfect.
you just scan the QR code, and it makes it so much easier for us because we don't have as much tabulating to do. But the judges panel is Pandy Pearson, Mira Honeycutt, and William Carter, all well known in the industry. Mira has a book. I think it's called Sideways Uncorked. Don't quote me, but pretty sure that's it. And they're going to be doing book signing there of their book.
Okay.
So we do have some little special surprises for everyone. So, yeah.
And it's 2 to 5,
2 to 5.
June 1st,
Yep.
Sunday, June 1st, Templeton Park,
Yep.
downtown Templeton, beautiful downtown Templeton. Tickets are $115. You can go to pinotandpaella.org.com and get your tickets.
Yep.
And get them now because it's going to be sold out.
Yes.
And enjoy an event of great food, great wines, great music.
Yeah, and I mean, you talk to the wineries, they tell you about the wine. It's like a wine seminar. It's all about the Pinot. You want to learn about Pinot, you don't want to hear it from me. You want to hear it from them.
That's what I'm so excited about, because I get to, the winemakers, it's never a short conversation. I mean, it's a half an hour, private wine tasting and understanding of their journey and their path to where they are at now. And it's so fun to have that experience. And we appreciate you, letting us be involved with the Pinot and Paella this year's with What's Up North County, because I'm going to enjoy it.
And it's so fun to watch your growth as well. I mean, we talked about me a lot, but you guys have done an amazing job, and more and more.
We try.
More and more followers every day, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, I think it's really impressive what you're doing, and I think you're really shining a light on a lot of the things that are really facing our county
No, we
faces.
appreciate that.
And North County is like the forgotten little area, right?
Yeah.
So you're really doing a great job of promoting what's happening up here, and I mean, perfect name and everything. So yeah.
Yeah, and again, you said that earlier. We live in this amazing little piece of California that when you go out of state, you almost have to explain
That's true.
where you're from.
Yeah, true.
Because when people say California, they think of Los Angeles and San Francisco. They think of the big, but we're so far from that, which is great. And then you have Sunset Magazine and everything saying, "Come on here." It's like,
Yeah.
stay away. But
No.
but awesome. We're looking forward to the event June 1st. Get your tickets, pinotandpaella.com. Tickets are $115. Event is from 2 to 5 p.m. It benefits Paso Robles Youth Arts Center, which is a great North County facility for the kids 5 to 18, right?
Yep.
From culinary to new culinary, that's breaking ground
Starting
today.
in August. Yeah, those classes start at the end of August.
Music,
Session 4.
Arts, digital, everything. Awesome.
Theater. Yeah, we got it all. So.
And we're going to be giving away some. We got a surprise.
We got 2 tickets to your listeners and viewers. So, yeah, we're going to be giving away 2 tickets to Pinot and Paella.
Awesome. Well, we thank you for that. That's going to be
Yeah.
awesome. So we'll start promoting that and getting
Amazing.
some people to register to win a pair of tickets to the 20th annual Pinot and Paella Fest in Templeton.
Such a
June
amazing
1st.
day. It's an amazing day. You'll love it, I promise.
Awesome. Well, Barbie, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank
We
you,
really
Randy.
appreciate it. We appreciate being a part of it and getting to, enjoy that experience and that ride for the first year that you're taking it over. Hopefully, we'll have many years together and broadcasting it and have a lot of fun with the chefs and the winemakers.
Yeah, and I didn't talk about our sponsors, but we do have a lot of sponsors too. So.
Yeah, shoot them out. You got them all?
We got Ag West as a big supporter, and Coast Hills Bank and Mechanics Bank are both really, really strong supporters of this event. And we have some smaller donors as well, but somebody has donated something to help make this happen. So we're just thrilled to have you guys helping out with the promotion. We've got Blue Printer doing all of our printing. Distinctive Glassware is doing our wine glasses, and Clever Concepts donates our website design. I'm sure I'm going to miss some. New Times gives us a good discount on the advertising.
Well, you got them all on the site here too.
I have them on the website. Yeah, I just don't have them in front of me. But I'm sorry if I missed you. But oh my goodness, thank you so much for all the support. It's just makes all the difference. With
20
the
years.
Event. So yeah.
20 years. It's got to be. There's a reason why there's 20 years.
That's right. It's fantastic.
People look forward to it.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Yeah, for sure.
Culligan. They do all the water. Yeah.
Gonna need water.
You need water. Stay hydrated.
Gotta stay hydrated. Awesome.
Exactly.
Awesome, Barbie. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate it. We can't wait for the 20th annual Pinot and Paella, Templeton Park, June 1st. And
come on out. Get your tickets. It's gonna be great. I promise.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming on. We appreciate it.
All right. Thank you so much, Randy.
All right. Well, there you have it, guys. Hey, make sure you guys stay tuned on all of our socials, because as Barbie just mentioned, we are going to be giving away a pair of tickets to the 20th annual Paso Robles Pinot and Paella Festival, happening June 1st at the Templeton Downtown Park. You don't want to miss this. You want to get your tickets and be a part of this wonderful event, and goes towards a wonderful Paso Robles Youth Art Center, which has such great things for your kids 5 to 18. But as always, guys, we can't do this without you and our sponsors. We'd like to thank Esclar Wine Travelers Hideaway, Visit Atascadero, 805 Customs, MGP Coatings, North County Junk Removal, The Trailer Barn, Story Termite Pest Control, Borhone Auto Center, Kennedy Club Fitness, Airflow Filter Services, and Suprema and Premier Ag. Thanks again, guys. We'll see you there.
Hi, this is Dave Story, small game hunter with Story Termite and Pest. We're a full-service termite and pest control company. From rodents to termites, we can take care of all your pest control needs. Call today. We can tailor a pest control program that will meet your needs and budget. Contact us at 805-460-0650 or at storytermite.com. Remember, we don't have customers, we have friends.
Are you tired of looking at that worn-out concrete garage floor, patio, or porch? Look no further than MGP Coatings, where customer service reigns supreme. Our team goes above and beyond to ensure your satisfaction every step of the way. Before we even start coating, we meticulously repair your concrete, ensuring a flawless finish that lasts. And here's the best part. Our Pentec coatings are 4 times stronger than epoxy, so they won't chip or peel, making maintenance a breeze. Plus, they come with a limited lifetime warranty. Call us today at 805-952-5301 or check out our Facebook and Instagram and experience the MGP coating difference. Don't wait. Transform your garage, patio, porch, or driveway and become a part of the MGP coating family.
What's up, North County? This is Teresa Branch with Airflow Filter Service. We are a family-owned business right here in the North County. We have air filters, oils and lubricants, and hydraulic hoses. We provide services that include air filter cleaning, DPF cleaning, and waste oil collection. Come check us out at 1140 Ramada Drive, and we can help you with all your automotive and industrial vehicle needs.
Hi, this is Omid
and Deanna
at North County Junk Removal. We are a business known for helping our neighbors and our community.
Let us help you save money and get rid of any unwanted items.
And rest assured that our professional team adheres to global standards of safety and recycling. We are fully licensed and insured for your peace of mind.
We are locally owned and operated, and we look forward to helping you with all your junk removal needs.
Please call us at 805-769-6966.
Atascadero isn't your standard getaway. We're unique, just like you. We're growing, transforming, and figuring it out as we go. We're a town filled with innovators, artists, makers, and game changers. We're a little bit country, a little bit funky, and always authentic. We're here for your good times, your slow times, and your changing times. We're all in Atascadero. Come see for yourself. Learn more at visitatascadero.com.